Hi everyone, this is going to be a message for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising for July 2022. Spirit guides and angels, what does my beautiful Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising need to know for their highest and greatest good for July 2022? Sagittarius. Oh, while you're here, please like, share, comment, subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, and it would really mean the world to me. So for my Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, what do you need to know? Greatest good. All right. So we've got gift of freedom, break away from your attachments, and slow down to relax, break to enjoy the beauty around you. So Aquarius got this card also, so there might be something for you in the Aquarius reading. So, break away from your attachments. You've got the freedom of choice, and every moment is a new opportunity to make a new choice. So, what are you attached to right now? And, we attach to things because they make us feel comfortable and safe and secure and happy, and we attach to things for all kinds of reasons. But sometimes we outgrow those attachments, and that's when things get painful and uncomfortable, because we're not meant to be attached to things forever. A lot of things just serve a season in our life, and when we get too comfortable, too familiar with the things that used to work for us, the relationships, the jobs, careers, the habits, lifestyles, whatever it might be, eventually we're going to need to break free and evolve and change and grow, and we have to leave those comfortable, familiar things behind. It happens every time, a high school senior graduates. Maybe they go to college, and it's scary and uncomfortable to make those changes. But, if we get attached to high school, we're just going to be in high school for the rest of our lives. So, and then you also might need to slow down to relax. Some of you might be going too fast, going too hard, burning the candle at both ends, and maybe you feel like your life is passing you by. You don't really have the time to enjoy things like you would like to. So, for my Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, what do they need to know for July 2022 for their highest and greatest good? So flipping over, we've got the Four of Cups in reverse for the situation. So that maybe there's a little bit of stale energy emotionally, maybe feeling a little bit bored, discontent, kind of same old, same old. And this can obviously apply to any situation in your life. But let's get the rest of the cards out. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Going to cut the deck. So the challenge, Page of Cups in reverse. So feeling discouraged, disappointed. This could be someone that you're dealing with. Maybe that they've disappointed you in some way. It could be someone wanting to reach out and offer an apology, offer you some love, see how you're doing. And maybe you weren't interested in this person or opportunity in the past, but I see you becoming more grateful for the opportunities and the people and the situations that you do have in your life that maybe you had overlooked before, or maybe you were distracted and overwhelmed and just running around doing life and didn't slow down to smell the roses before, but I see you doing that now. And beneath you, we've got the Two of Swords in reverse, so seeing something clearly, making a firm decision, weighing up your options, and making a choice. in the recent past, we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, feeling left out in the cold, abandoned, neglected, feeling like you don't have what you need. Things are not going the way that you had hoped. Feeling like there was a need to get help, a need for some support. Maybe it's emotional support, or maybe financial support. But the Five of Pentacles in reverse talks about a turning point, recovering from something, things starting to get better after a dark period or a challenging period. Message from your higher self, the Nine of Swords in reverse. Yeah, that came out in the Aquarius reading as well, so there might be something for you in that reading. But just feeling kind of overwhelmed, up in your head, overthinking a situation, maybe having some sleepless nights, some anxiety or depression, especially coming out with the Four of Cups. Could just be feeling of discontent, dissatisfied, bored with the status quo, and just really unhappy in a situation, really disappointed and discouraged, and not feeling very inspired or joyful, feeling a little beat down by the pressures of life, by your responsibilities, your job, maybe your kids, your relationships, your friendships, maybe just feeling ho-hum, kind of a lack of inspiration, a lack of joy and fulfillment. In the near future, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, we're going to have to dig into that. But I love how she's looking at the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is like offering an apology, is offering a message of love or support, and she's looking at that. She's looking at that Page of Cups like, come at me, like I may or may not give you the time of day to hear what you have to say, depending on how you approach me. Your attitude and outlook on the situation, Five of Wands. So conflict, strife, tension, competition. And then in your environment, we have the Hanged One reversed. So feeling stuck in limbo, kind of feeling impatient, feeling like you're waiting around for something. And this could be someone in your environment that you're dealing with. They're just not doing anything. Maybe they took some time to think about something, but they're taking too much time. And they're not doing anything. And that can be frustrating. And your hopes and fears, the Four of Pentacles, yeah, just want to be stable and secure. You just want to be comfortable. You just want to have what you need. You're not asking for the world. You just want to be stable and secure. And you don't want to be worrying about anything. And for your outcome, we have the Queen of Wands. Beautiful. That's power, confidence, attractiveness, taking inspired action, going for what you want and what you need, and not letting anyone get in your way. And, the Hanged One next to the Queen of Swords in reverse, maybe there's a conversation that you've been needing to have with someone for quite a while now. Maybe you've been feeling confused. There's been a lack of clarity, a lack of honesty, a lack of direct communication. And for some of you, you may be having a conflict with somebody, some kind of tension. Maybe you have to compete for their attention. Maybe you feel like you're the one doing all the work in a situation. But there's just been some discontent, dissatisfaction, and disharmony in a situation, a relationship, a job, a home, a family, whatever it might be. Things have not been settled. Things have not been harmonious. It just feels like things just aren't gelling. And I think in the near future, you might need to set some boundaries. You might need to speak up clearly about what it is you need and want. or the situation could take a turn for the worse if it's not handled delicately and appropriately. So let's see if we can get some clarity on the Four of Cups, the current situation for my Sagittarius. Four of Cups in reverse. Okay, that's way too many cards. Four of Cups in reverse. It's kind of a stagnant, discontent, bored energy. But it can also be a distracted, kind of overwhelmed by distractions kind of energy. For my Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, what's the current situation with the Four of Cups? So we've got the Five of Pentacles coming out again with the King of Wands. So we now have the King and the Queen of Wands. For those of you that are looking for a relationship, you have got a really good match on your horizon. A really good, stable, attractive, inspiring, confident, power couple match. So, yeah, for those of you that are looking for that, or maybe you're just wanting to take things to the next level with the person that you're already with, and if that's the truth, then that's a really good sign. But someone may have left you feeling out in the cold, abandoned, neglected, feeling like you don't have what you need. And this could be financially, it could be emotionally. Maybe the person just doesn't have much time to spend with you. They could be a very attractive, charismatic, confident, successful person that you're dealing with. And maybe they just haven't had time for you, or you just haven't had time for them, or you've been feeling overlooked. Maybe this person has been too distracted by job, by life, by responsibilities, and you're just feeling lonely and unimportant. You could be dealing with a fellow fire sign. I know that you're a fire sign. So if this King of Wands is you, then it's saying that you are bold, you are confident, you are attractive, you can have, do, be anything that you want. So don't settle for less. If you're settling for someone that's not respecting you, not appreciating you, not nurturing you, not giving back to you as much as you give to them, then remember who you are and what you're worth, and don't settle for anything less. So for the challenge, we have the Page of Cups in reverse. That could be accepting an apology, or making an apology, or saying how you truly feel in a situation. You know, getting the courage and the confidence to be vulnerable and say what it is that you're thinking and feeling. And we have the Seven of Pentacles, being patient, putting time and energy into something and expecting that it's going to get the results that you'd hope for. It just takes time, and it just takes patience, and it takes consistency. And for a lot of you, this is a relationship where you just need some more time and effort. And so let's look into the Two of Swords, this choice or decision that you might not be aware of. What is this choice or decision with the Two of Swords for my Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising? Clarify the Two of Swords. What are they seeing clearly now? What are they realizing? What truth are they seeing? Six of Swords. So taking a new approach, going to peaceful waters, overcoming a conflict, being the bigger person, you know, deciding not to fight and argue, and instead taking the higher road and putting more priority on your peace of mind. Just being at peace with yourself and others. And for some of you, it's a decision or a choice to move on. It could be travel, moving home, moving locations, but I think overall it's just a decision or a choice to move on from the drama, the conflict, and make peace with a situation and make peace with somebody or something, so that you can get along better, so that things can be more peaceful. So what happened in the recent past for my Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising with the Five of Pentacles in reverse? What happened in the recent past? The Page of Cups coming out again. So an offer of love or support, someone kind of sharing their feelings, expressing love in some way. And maybe that's what was missing. Maybe someone was, showing up as a page when really you deserve a king or a queen. Maybe someone was giving you a little bit of love here and there and kind of stringing you along when really the whole time you deserved a king or queen expressing their love to you, but they were just giving it to you in little bits and just enough to keep you in the relationship, just enough to keep you going, but it wasn't really enough, was it? You didn't really have what you needed. You didn't have the love and support and encouragement that you needed. So what is this Nine of Swords about? This worry, anxiety, sleepless nights, depression, confusion, up in your head. What was happening with my Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising? We've got the Lovers in reverse. So definitely some disharmony in a relationship. This could be a breakup, a separation. Maybe you're really worried. Maybe you've been thinking a lot about leaving the relationship and you've lost some sleep over it. So what's going to happen in the near future with this Queen of Swords? Queen of Swords is very direct, clear, confident in her communication. She says exactly what she means and she does not mince words. So what's going to happen in the near future with our Queen of Swords energy? What do we need to know with the Queen of Swords? Four of Cups in reverse coming out again. So maybe just deciding to put your attention elsewhere. Maybe taking an opportunity that you might have missed or overlooked or not been interested in the past. Deciding to put your attention on where you feel appreciated and what makes you happy and what serves you. And maybe some firm boundaries are needed in the near future with someone that just wasn't giving you what you deserve. So what is this conflict or argument or tension or competition all about? What is this Five of Wands about? This could be conflict with friends or family that don't agree with this relationship. Everyone's got their own opinion. Or it could be conflict or disagreement that you're experiencing with your partner. Six of Wands in reverse. So definitely some ego and some pride mixed in here. Someone is having a hard time putting their ego and their pride aside. It takes humility to admit when you're wrong. It takes humility to hear out your partner, to really hear them in their perspective, and to not judge them, to not fight with them, but to just listen, But with the Five of Wands and the Six of Wands coming out, there's definitely some hurt ego, some hurt pride here. And, it's only the people we care about that can hurt us in that way. So, it is possible to be victorious here. The Six of Wands talks about success, victory, overcoming challenges. And the Five of Wands comes right before the Six of Wands. So you're on the brink of a successful resolution to this issue. But you might need to take a step back just to kind of calm some tempers before you approach this person again to try to come to a resolution. So what's in their environment with the Hanged One? What is the Hanged One in their environment? Page of Wands in reverse. So bad news, bad communication. Someone hasn't been communicating, or the way that they communicate is not very effective. And we have the Fool. So someone in your environment having a fresh start, a new beginning. starting over. Maybe they've been putting it off for a while. They've been kind of contemplating for a while having a fresh start or a new beginning, but they haven't had the confidence, or they just haven't wanting to take that risk. And so they've been waiting, and they've been in a state of inaction for quite a while. But action is needed if you're going to have this fresh start. And I think you've been waiting on this person for quite a while, and I think you're getting sick of it. So what do we need to know about the Four of Pentacles? Their hopes and fears for this situation. I think you're afraid that nothing's ever going to change. You know, you've gotten comfortable in a certain flow, and we have the Five of Cups, so hopes and fears, loss, sadness, regret. You know, hanging on to something for too long, and then you lose it anyway. So what do we need to know about Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising for their outcome? Queen of Wands, a very powerful, attractive, charismatic energy that goes after what she wants and does not let anyone get in her way. She's very creative. She's a business owner. And creativity can show up in many different forms. It's not just art and music and all of that stuff. So what does my Sagittarius need to know about the Queen of Wands in the near future for the outcome? Queen of Wands for the outcome. Could just be taking your power back, you know, deciding to take back your confidence and follow your passions, you know. Queen of Cups in reverse. So definitely some loss, some disappointment, feeling drained emotionally, unsupported. And I see you taking your power back, saying, no, I'm not going to put up with this. I'm not going to settle for less. I know what I deserve. I know what I bring to the table. And I'm not going to put up with anything less. What else do we need to know about their outcome of the Queens? The Magician. Yep, you are so much more powerful than you know. You do have the confidence to take that inspired action in the direction that you want to take. And even though you might be feeling drained and disappointed and sad right now, that's normal. Let yourself feel those feelings. But at the end of the day, stand up for yourself and stand up for what you know is your truth, for what you deserve and for what you want. And do not settle for anything less. Use that fire in your spirit to guide you. You have all the tools and the resources that you need. And in the near future, you are going to rise like a phoenix from the ashes. This is such powerful energy, you guys. You are going to come out of this situation so much stronger and so much better. And for some of you, you're going to be experiencing a glow up in the near future. Maybe really focusing on your health and your well-being and just putting all that energy and time and focus on yourself, and it is going to pay off big time. So, can we get any advice for my Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for July 2022? What is their advice? To be fair. Balance, justice, a need to consider options, mutual benefit, the law of cause and effect. Life offers experiences that are challenging and experiences that are nourishing. Yet over time they strike a balance. You move from being, from stasis to doing, from discovering to loving, to letting go, to being again. Life is a pendulum swinging between all of these states. You will always oscillate back and forth between doing and being. If you are not content with where you are at this moment, remember that all experiences have their place. Accept them without judgment, and you will see how the universe adjusts in perfect balance. You reap what you sow. For every cause there is an effect. Wondrous things will be revealed now. Can you find a way to achieve fairness right now? This is the time for listening as well as speaking, for understanding as well as asking to be understood. There is much to be learned, and you will learn it if you remain open and objective, weighing options and considering all sides. Your heart wants to connect to others, so allow for a balanced exchange of ideas and actions. The best kind of relationship is one in which there is a mutual benefit and each party feels heard, valued, and respected. Be fair to all. Now is the time for even exchanges. Justice will prevail, and you will be treated accordingly. In all your affairs, you will be able to negotiate fair settlements. Mutual gain is the gift to you and your partners and colleagues. This is a good time to square your finances and take stock of how you're compensated for your work. This card signifies balance, justice, negotiation, so remember that all things must be fairly recompensed. Keep this as your truth, and so it will be. Injustice and inequity are part of life, but they do not have to define your experience. This is a time when you may observe an injustice righted and fairly redressed. Perhaps you come to the rescue of someone else or are called to answer for a personal slight. You will be amazed by the sense of power that surges through you when you stand up for yourself and others. Yes! This card also indicates a good time to advocate for others who are less fortunate. Choose your cause and commit to it because you can make a difference. One thing is for certain, if fairness is your intention, the situation will be resolved for the highest good of all concerned through acts of kindness, empathy, and courage. And I love how it touched on it's a time for listening as well as speaking, for understanding as well as to be understood. And we were talking about that over here with the Five of Wands and the Six of Wands, this conflict, this tension, this struggle, this competition. And that, the Six of Wands comes right after the Five of Wands. Six of Wands is about victory, success, winning the battle, getting that recognition and that praise that you deserve for overcoming this conflict and tension and strife. But since it came out reversed, it's like you're on the precipice of overcoming this challenge or conflict, but, maybe some ego or some pride is involved. And in order for there to be a balanced exchange of ideas and emotions and love and support, that, sometimes we have to be humble, and we have to listen to each other and be fair and compromise, and not just swinging our stick at everybody else. That stick represents your opinion, your attitude, your outlook on the situation, and each person wants to be heard, and they're swinging their sticks at each other instead of dropping their sticks and just letting each person talk one at a time. So anyway, I hope you got something out of that message. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. It does not cost you anything, and it would truly mean the world to me. Until the next one, take care.